Thank you very much, Director of Ceremonies, and I would like to welcome the Research Council to the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority, and obviously our colleagues from the media who have always been supportive of any initiatives that we have ventured into as the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority. And we are excited. The Zimbabwe Tourism Authority would like to express its total support for the Zimbabwe International Research Symposium that will be hosted by the Research Council of Zimbabwe at the Elephant Hills Resort in Victoria Falls from the 16th to the 17th of February 2017. The Research Symposium really falls in the realm of conferences, conventions, and meetings that the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority has gone out to promote in a big way under the name MICE Tourism. I was explaining, I think our colleagues in the media already know what MICE Tourism is, but for the benefit of those that might not, MICE is an acronym for meetings, incentives, conferences or stroke conventions and exhibitions. This is a form of tourism that is also at times referred to as business tourism. And in Zimbabwe, that mandate comes out of the National Tourism Policy, which was launched by government in 2014, which recognizes MICE tourism as one of those aspects of tourism that we need to promote consciously and vigorously. We have been emphasizing leisure travel, but business travel is very important, and it's easier for anyone to sway more than what it is with leisure travel, because with leisure travel the persons make their own decisions, and when it comes to business travel, business dictates where you are going to go. If the business is going to be in Victoria Falls, you will be in Victoria Falls. If the Research Symposium is going to be in Victoria Falls at the Elephant Hills, then people will go there. The leisure travel people, they will normally decide on other factors. So as Zimbabwe, we have actually made a decision that MICE tourism is going to be a very big component of our tourism. Hence our welcoming this idea of the symposium. Obviously one can say we've been late at it. It's the 11th edition. Where were we when the other 10 were done? But I will tell you that tourism is never out of anything, because whatever we seek to do, you travel, you eat, you sleep somewhere, and tourism is always there, either in the background or quietly or in a loud fashion like we are doing today. Tourism attracts invaluable business to cities, towns and regions around the world, and can bring substantial returns to local economies in the form of expenditure on accommodation, local transportation and other tourist products. So this explains the interest of the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority in this symposium. It is going to attract visitors into the resort town of Victoria Falls, and I was actually tempted to add another goal to the goals that Mrs. Muzite outlined here. She listed a couple of goals. Ours is to make sure that the resort town of Victoria Falls is full to the brim during that. What does that mean to the Research Council? A lot of delegates must attend. So we are here together with the Research Council of Zimbabwe to make sure that the conference is held in a very professional manner, and it is well publicized, and it is well supported by the tourism industry in terms of service provision to make it a memorable symposium, and it must sell itself that delegates should look forward to the next 2 years, that they should come back. Whether it is going to be in Victoria Falls in 2019 or not, that becomes another issue, but people must make this symposium a memorable one. And our team at the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority, which is responsible for meetings, incentives, conferences, structured in what we call the National Convention Bureau, that is headed by Mrs. Tessa Chikaponya. They are here to make sure that this happens, thus releasing the researchers and the professors and the doctors to do that what they know best. I know arranging meetings might not be exactly what a professor knows about. But definitely Mrs. Chikaponya and her team, that is their core business. And we want the professors to concentrate on looking at the papers, the researches, and make sure that they are publicized and published in the fashion there. And the National Convention Bureau will give the logistical support, working together with the administrative team and the organizing committee to make sure that we have a very successful symposium. This kind of partnership between the ZTA and the Research Council of Zimbabwe plays an important function in strengthening maize tourism and to explore its potential role in fostering economic linkages and localized economic collaboration. Obviously, our interest will also is to advise or to ensure that in the program, I think in academia they always say, study hard and play hard. And the tourism sector will introduce the playing component. So we want to make sure that when the delegates go to Victoria Falls, after thinking very hard and researching and visiting the exhibition, they also take time to go on a cruise. They also take time to go into the national park and to go into the community-based tourism establishments that are within the Victoria Falls. So whilst we say the symposium is 16 to 17, obviously for tourism purposes, we are going to see people starting to arrive 3 days before. The organizing committee is going to set up camp there maybe a week before, and then delegates will start coming in, they will start enjoying. And what does that mean to our economy? People will spend, especially those that are coming from outside the country, the foreign revenue that we so need. So in terms of maize tourism, it has got a serious benefit, because a lot of people are always wondering, why is the ZTA there at ICASA? Why is ZTA in the research symposium? Why are you involved in sport and so on? Our colleagues from the media have always been asking, but I'm glad to say that our colleagues in the media already know why ZTA and tourism is in everything, because it's inevitable. Tourism is there, whether people like it or not, will be there. So in this particular instance, we are very happy to have this symposium in Victoria Falls, and as the ZTA, we will ensure that the business events run smoothly, that the right environment is created for the symposium, so that our delegates are satisfied. They, at the end of the day, become our ambassadors. When we have delegates attending a conference, they will come initially as one researcher, but we want to make sure that when they come up, they go back, they will come back again with their wives and or spouses and children, and now come and be tourists. Others might even then decide to come and set up shop in Zimbabwe. This is the whole idea of promoting maize and business tourism. And obviously the local community will need to benefit, and we've got our professional staff in making sure that this happens. So in conclusion, we would like to congratulate the Research Council of Zimbabwe for the 11th symposium, and assure them that the ZTA through the NCB and the whole team that is here, you will be wondering why we have everyone from ZTA. The marketing team is here to ensure that we talk about this symposium wherever we go, to make sure that people sign up. And we've got our security, tourism security. We want to make sure that our delegates are also secure wherever they are. They liaise with all the hotels and the operators. You had industry management, they are responsible for the standards. So we want to make sure that the service standard is up to the level that will satisfy our delegates. So the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority will be out in full force to support, to make sure that this is a success. And would like to urge other institutions within the our economy to follow suit and make sure that they attract such big conferences and meetings into the country for the benefit of our national economy. I would like to thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. That was Mr. Chidzidzi, the Chief Operating Officer of the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority, and as he has directed, we will be in Vic Falls in February 2017. Thank you, sir. All right, maybe we could just break for 3 minutes whilst housekeeping serves us with some tea before we enter the question and answer session from the room.